Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, we are leaning towards I want to tell, but I don't know if I really want to tell or not, and keeping it in the dark like it is now. So, Nicole, judging by your reaction and how you feel about Kristen and all the stuff she did to you, you don't plan on telling, because that's what I'm getting from you. After everything she done did to you, why should I give her a child? She took my child away from me. She pretended like my child was dead. She took over my life, held me hostage for however long the Memphis thing happened. So why should I tell Kristen that she got a child? Why should I hand Kristen a child for? So you and Dr. Rainer got the same common sense. She did it because she don't think Kristen deserved to be a mother, and she said Polly Pocket would be a better mama than Kristen ever could be. And even though it's killing her, hurting her, she can't eat, she can't sleep, and all that mess, I'm still gonna pretend like this is Sarah Horton's baby. She my friend and all, but I'm gonna pretend like her baby's still alive. Like, y'all came up with the most excuses for that scene, and I don't understand. Like, Nicole, again, I feel you on everything. You have every right to be mad at Kristen in this world. To the day you take your last breath, you can still be mad at Kristen. But right and wrong is wrong. Like, it's gonna come out whether you want it to or not. So even if you do decide to keep this, you know what? Hush, hush. Brady got that hunch. Kristen already got that hunch. They are drawn to that baby. So whether you decide to tell or not, it really doesn't matter no more, Kristen. Really, I mean, Nicole, it really don't matter no more. So whether you tell or not, which I'm thinking you're not going to tell because all the stuff Kristen did to you. And when she started talking about I thought this one would be a better mama than Kristen, and then you, well, she's not a saint. That's the last thing I ever called her a saint. Okay. So we doing this saying that Kristen is a bad person. She an evil person, a nasty person. She doesn't deserve to be a mother. She doesn't have a mother bone, a mother instincts in her body. Okay, fine. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's that woman's child. She deserved to be around her child. Like they sat there and made Sarah and like I get it. I said the same thing about Kristen. Kristen was a nasty, evil person. And she didn't deserve to be around nobody, child, but Kristen then came a long way and she done a whole lot better. She did a complete 360. Why can't that woman have her child? Like, y'all coming up with the reason why she shouldn't be a mother, and all in fact, that's her child, and y'all basically keeping her away from her child. Nicole, you doing her the same way she did you. Even though she knew she was messed up doing that, you doing that right now. Cause you're making up excuses now, you and Dr. Rainer. And Dr. Rainer, if you was really scared of Xander Mincy, you wouldn't have ran back to Salem. I don't care if Sarah Horton had triplets and she wanted you to deliver them. How did she get your number? Why did you come running back to Salem? Why did you sit there and let Xander threaten you over, 3 or 4 times? If you were so scared of him and Victor Kiriakis in his back pocket, you wouldn't have came back to Salem. You wouldn't have looked at Salem. You would have changed your number and you would have been somewhere else, another part of the country somewhere, not worrying about what's going on in Salem. Like I said, you weren't too scared. Kinda, you was scared. I don't care. I don't care if Maggie Horton called me. I wouldn't care. Adrian from the dead called me, telling me to come back to Salem. You think I come back to the same place where I done did something nasty, evil, and wrong and caught to come and look at these people in their face, and a lot of these people can't be real to these people. I'm basically keeping a dark secret away from these people and be around these people like I ain't do nothing to them people. Like I said, you making up excuses too. Cause ain't no way, no how. I'ma sit there and do all that stuff you didn't did to Sarah. And then you had the audacity to talk about something. Well, I was scared of Victor. Well, I was scared of Xander. And he had Victor Kiriakis in his pocket. I couldn't risk it. You was risking it might have fine in Salem. I mean, you actually came back to help the same person that lost that baby, and you gave them somebody else, baby. So, was the fear gone? Was you not scared of Xander or Victor, or you was taking a risk whether you got shot in your behind or not? So, I'm not understanding what made you so scared of Xander all this time. Well, now than you was when you was in Salem all that time, and he was telling you to go, leave, don't come back. What are you doing here? We need you to leave. Victor paid you all this money. What's the difference? What's the difference between now and when you kept on running back to Salem and wouldn't leave Salem? See, I think you were BSing there, cause and you was really that scared I was there and Victor and what they can do to you. You wouldn't have came back to Salem. Like they said, they paid you a buttload of money, and you sat there and took that boatload of money to do their due diligence and got what you did, where you got the money you needed to move to New York, and you came back to Salem, did your Lord, do your doom. Even though Xander wanted you goodbye, you wouldn't leave until your job was complete. But yeah, I want to know, when was you scared of Xander? Cause you don't scrap me as the person that was scared of Xander that whole entire time you were sitting up there. You were sitting up there in Salem, even after all the threats he didn't threaten you. That man threatened you every time he saw you. And you talking about some, you had the nerves and the audacity talking about some, you were scared of him. Scared of him when, Dr. Rainer? Cause it looked like to me you stood up to him. You didn't have no fear in your heart. You wasn't scared of him. You came to do a service. You came to do a service. You wasn't leaving until your service was done. And you sat there. Don't matter how many times I made them threaten to kill you. The threaten to do something to you. The threaten to put harm to you. You sat right there, standing up there tall, telling him I got a job to do. And I'm going to do my job. When my job is over, then I'll leave. Until then, I ain't leaving. So, when was you really scared of Xander and Victor? Because I actually commended you for standing up to them. Actually in Salem after all the threats. Then you left, and then Nicole found you, and then you hurt it like 2 seconds. It's true. Your suspicion is true. I switched the babies. This is how it happened. I was doing this. I was doing that. They came in. They switched the babies. They paid me money to do what I had to do. Then they paid me the money. I ran out of town. Sarah called me back. I came back. That's why every time you saw Xander and me interacting, it was him basically threatening me to run out of town, or better yet, drop everything now and leave town immediately. So that's why you saw us in our intense moments every time you called us. Like I said, Nicole, you can tell the truth or not and whatever. Like I said, you see that guilt written all over Dr. Rainer's face. Like, that woman is so scared, terrified. She glad it's over. You can tell in her face that she glad it's over and she ain't got to worry about it no more. Cause I'm pretty sure saying, darn, why did I do this? The money was great or whatever, but my conscience, my heart, I can't sleep. Well, she look like she eating. She gonna make a banana bread, so I guess she eating like normal people, I guess. But yeah, that conscience killing her. You can tell that it's killing her, and she glad that it's out. So it's gonna end up coming out whether you like it or not, Nicole. So I advise you to go ahead and tell, and don't get your self caught up in that mess, because you'll be, well, it's Nicole. So who we playing with here? It's Nicole. She love to keep a secret. She can't help herself, and she can't control herself. So why not? It's Nicole, and she gonna do it whether she like it or not. So, Kay, I don't believe you for 1 second. Like, I might believe that you might had enough just after this experience. I might say that this might be the end of your money and power saga, but the next person with deep pockets can come and offer you the same thing, and I got a feeling you'll say, sign it over. So, I don't know if I'm buying you over that saga that you done with the money and power thing. I don't think I believe that. Old dogs can't do no new tricks, and you stuck in your old gold digger ways, so I highly doubt and how to believe that you tired of, well, you done running behind that. You might be done running with that behind the mirror. I hope that's what you were saying, because I don't see you stopping your little train you got going on, meaning stopping your money and your power little thing going on. You might try it with Victor, but I'm pretty sure you might be done with the Damaris after all this. You should have been done with them, but I guess it took you a few extra pushes. It took you a couple of more pushes and tugs, and you know what, to get your mind right and to say, why I'm dealing around with these Damaras, or why am I dealing around with these Damaras, knowing that they not family, we not relatives, I'm not married to them, so why is I'm going through all this stress with them, knowing they dogging me out every chance they get, or kicking me to the curb every chance I get? Why is I'm dealing with these people? So you might want to be done with the Damaris. Like, I don't believe it, and I think the whole chair thing might have scared the shocked you where you didn't want to be shocked. Damn. So I guess you still in shock over that. So I'm guessing that you might have learned the lesson from this. Hopefully, maybe. I ain't gonna say guaranteed, but you might have learned something from this whole money and power experience. And not to mention, you still got your little things to do with Marlena, meaning, um, what is it called? I hit it in the top of my head. When you was sitting out there helping Steven out and Princess Jenny this whole entire time. So while you was helping them out, so I don't know. We have to wait and see if this saga of your life really over, and are you done dealing with the Damara, and have you then learned your lesson? Hopefully you have, cause you done been through and back with them Damaras, but yet you still run to them. So we'll see how long. We'll see how long this lesson gonna last you. Other than that, Chad and Abigail, and she got her man back, I guess. And the Damaras in hold. Like, Stefano had that much power over y'all that y'all couldn't eat, sleep, think, or nothing. He basically had mind control over y'all. Y'all was that scared of Stefano that y'all couldn't stand up to y'all self. He had y'all doing mostly all the evil stuff y'all done did. Kristen wanted to be just like him. Then when she realized that wasn't allowed for her, she decided to change it out. Like, that man had that much hold over y'all. I'm just gonna say that he had that much power and control over y'all. He summoned y'all come running, about to break y'all necks or whatever. So, woo. Like, y'all gave him all this power. I mean, he's your dad, true, but I'm sorry. Half of the dumb stuff y'all was doing and how y'all were breaking y'all neck for him, I wouldn't give a darn how scary he is. We'll have some type of respect way. You ain't gonna summon me. You ain't gonna be interfering in my life. You not gonna be Victor Newman me. Like, this is Victor Newman all over again. But I think that Stefano might have Victor beat just a little bit. Yeah, I think Stefano got Victor Newman big. I mean, by a twig with all his black magic and his magic powers and all that. I think he got him beat just by having that in his back pocket and hypnotizing people and all that. So I think he got Victor Newman beat by that much. They both the same person. They just look different, but they both act the same. The only difference is he got a little dark force on his. That's what gives Stefano the edge, and he can hypnotize people and all that. So other than that, that's about all that happened. Hopefully Marlena come out of it, and hopefully he took that chip out of her head and she'll be Marlena all over again. But that's about all that happened. So anyways, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all day and have a good weekend. Bye.